Hey, it's your Pan African World Diaspora Champion, Trish Adora, and you are watching O Face Wrestling.
Hey guys, it's your girl Red Velvet, and you are watching O Face Wrestling.
Hola todos, soy la fashionista Roche Chanel, and you're watching O Face Wrestling. Smooches!
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today on O Face Wrestling. This is your host JT, and today I'm joined by one of the best tag teams in all of professional wrestling in the Indies, the FSW Women's Champion Mazzerati and Strella. So thanks for joining us today, ladies.
Hey. Greatness is here.
So just like I was telling you prior to the recording, like I had you both on the show. I had, Strella, you in December, and then Maserati, you were the following month in January. So ever since then, I've had this idea of having you both on the show at the same time. I thought that was like a really dope idea. And then with the 2-year anniversary of O-Face, I figured it would be like a really cool thing to have two wrestlers on each episode, at the same time. So I thought like this is the perfect opportunity. So I'm glad that we're able to do this.
Awesome. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically how we're going to do this is I got, most of the questions are for both you to answer. And then I have one question that is like kind of like for each one of you individual. Another one, I don't know if that relates to both of you. So we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But so the first question I have, how did this alliance and like friendship happen with you two?
So,
How did it happen?
okay, so funny story. So she started training when I was out in China working for OVW or OWE. And one time I saw a training clip that they had in class, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got a tall black girl up in there. We got another female, and she's tall and she's black. I was actually really excited because we didn't have so many girls. It was just me and Sandra Moon. So I was hella excited when I came back. I don't know, we just kind of clicked up and just got along pretty quick. Yeah. Then I don't know what.
I don't really know how our tag team formed, to be honest. I think it was like a one-off match where we like put together, and then like they liked it, so they just kind of kept us.
It's true.
Yeah, there's just something about you two together that I just feel like just like clicks, kind of like when you see like Bailey and Sasha, they just like click together. So you two are just, you have so much chemistry, and I just feel like there's just that vibe there. It just seems like it just fits well.
Yeah, I'm like the pit bull, and she's like the chihuahua. Like,
And I'm the brains, and she's the muscle.
And it's actually funny because like right before this recording, I was like watching some clips on YouTube, and I was watching the match with Strella and Sandra Moon, and they were mentioning how she was trying to prevent her from, getting your title in one of the matches, the previous matches you had. So she's kind of like, the bodyguard too at the same time.
She got my back, and I got her front.
no, she said.
So she says.
Just because I wasn't there for one time. One time.
So I have to ask this question too. So it's very common in the wrestling business for, whether it's a group or a tag team, sometimes egos get the best of, someone in the group, and one of them turns on the other. So out of you two, which one of y'all think that would be most likely to turn on the other?
I don't have an ego. Just wanted to say.
Probably her. Probably her.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I haven't been able to get along with any female.
She's the impulsive one. So it would be her. She would turn on me.
She's the one I probably would never. Be good.
So, so I have to ask, and I apologize if this is like a dumb question, but have you two ever gone one-on-one against each other in the ring?
No.
Yeah, think about that. I think that would be a fun match. I didn't want to just sit there and assume it did or didn't happen, but at this thinking of it, I think that would be a really fun match. Because I think you all would have, so much chemistry and just really make it work.
Yeah, it would be pretty fun. there's some fists that I owe her. So.
It'd be great, but we all know the women's champion would come on top. Like I love her to death, but we just know.
Remember what you said about egos? Like, I'm telling you, she's the one. She would turn on me.
Ain't nobody got an ego up here.
And what kind of like, if you all were to have this match, like, and you could pick like a stipulation, like, what kind of stipulation you think would fit both of you like in the ring together?
No rules. Something with no rules. I hate rules.
Death match, ladder match. Speaking of, have you all ever done any like intense like hardcore matches yet?
I haven't. Like I've only done like things like I use weapons, but like I've never had like a extreme like hardcore match.
I've had one, well, when I first started out, it was against Sage Sin for Midget Mania. It was a semi-hardcore match. We used some sheet pans and threw me in the karaoke machine and stuff. Ate some chairs, that. So that was pretty fun. And then we did the Nox Pro thing, and that was just with a couple weapons where we took some things and stuff. But I'm always up for a hardcore match. I think everybody's just too scared to, go against me in one.
I would be scared to go against anyone in, any kind of hardcore match. Like I love watching them. I love the blood. And ever since the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match, I've been just wanting to see more like women's matches doing that, just because I've been like wanting to see that for a long time. And I feel like there's just no like better, like more entertaining kind of like match than when you see like the blood and all that kind of stuff. It reminds me of like the Stone Cold Steve Austin when he had the blood dripping down his face when he was in the sharpshooter. Like it adds more like of a story and and more like I feel like it helps make.
If you're playing to believe, then you're too soft in this business.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people like, I don't want to do that. I don't really blame them because I know that it's painful. I've seen like Mick Foley, like he's done a lot of that stuff in his career and you see how his body is now. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it's, wrestling is a tough industry to be in and, you can't really be afraid of anything at the same time.
I've gashed my hand really bad. I still have the scar in China. I don't know how it happened. Me and Zeta Zhang brawled. I think we were in Guangdong and, just out of nowhere after the match I came out, my whole hand was just gashed and my glove was like bloody. I was like, well, here we go. I guess we have fun tonight. I'm alive. My teeth are here. We're good.
Yeah, the most I've bled in the match was like my lip. Like I've had my lip busted a couple times, but that's about it.
Yeah, see, like I know that can hurt too. I busted my lip a few times too, so I know that could be pain. But
you gotta watch out for Sandra Moon because she likes to dick.
Yeah, she's the one who made my lip. She's the one who busted my lip twice.
I owe her one.
See, the scary thing about being busted in the lip though, it's so close to your nose. Like that's where it really hurts. Like I remember Cena and Rollins when he kneed him in the face and his nose was like on the other side of his face. Like that's so dangerous right there. Like,
Not even just the nose, your teeth. Like that's
your teeth, yes. Because your teeth, you like once when you lose your baby teeth, they don't grow back. So if you lose your tooth, you lose it unless you get like a fake tooth in there. So that's pretty important, And it is crazy. Like a lot of insurances don't cover your teeth because they look at it as like a cosmetic and it's not like a necessity or something like that. But yeah, that happened at an old job of mine. The girl got her tooth knocked out and the insurance fought her to really get a replacement because they said it's not like a necessity or something like that.
A wrestler actually just posted and tweeted the other day saying one tooth for him would be $4,000.
Ooh,
yeah.
It's wild.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's wild right there.
It's like, well, let's just hope I don't lose any teeth in this, just the money making.
I've seen some wrestlers wrestle with mouth guards. I know you don't see it that often, but I understand why. I think Cesaro, I think he lost a tooth in a match, and then after that, you started seeing him wear a mouth guard for a while. So I get it.
Well, I had one accident where it actually he wanted to pop me up and just face plant me down. He popped me up pretty kind of. The way he did it was not safe. So my face, because usually I can bump like a crazy motherfucker and I could save myself. But this thing, my face just went straight into the mat. I didn't feel any of my teeth. And I was like, oh shit, did I just lose all my teeth right now? But luckily it was just numb, when you get like a shock kind of whacked and stuff. That was the scariest moment for me. I was like, geez. But hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, no teeth, no losing teeth.
Yeah, exactly. That reminds me when I was young, I was riding a bike and I forgot what happened. I flipped over the handlebars and went face first into the road. And my face was all busted up. And we actually went to the dentist because a lot of my teeth were loose, but luckily they kind of, I guess, like hardened back up or whatever like that. But I couldn't eat anything solid for like a week. It was scary because I was afraid I was going to lose a whole bunch of my teeth.
Oh yeah.
So now moving on to the next question. So I know you both are in a tag match together at Black Wrestlers Matter against in an intergender match against a no role model. So tell me a little bit about that event. I know that promotion's been hyping up that event for months. And I know it's, supposed to be like a really big deal. So tell me what it means for you both to be a part of that event.
What it means for me is that I get to do something that I love in front of like people that look like me and like get other opportunities from people who look like me, So like for me it's like a big deal because it's my first event where it's like Black Wrestlers Matter, where it's like majority of the roster is people of like our people of color, And there's nothing that I have against any other promotion, but it's like it's significant because of like the history and stuff like that. So for me, that's what it is.
Usually at places they'll be like, if you try to get booked and they already have a couple black girls, like, oh well, we have enough black girls already. WWE is like kind of totally known for that. So it's like, well, shit. Now we have a promotion that's like, oh no, we'll take all of y'all. Like it's cool. I've been in this business like good like 5-6 years, and like this is the first time actually being a part. Like, this year, like I've never been able to be on an all black show, and it was always like kind of hard because I'm like, am I not black enough? Like, why can't I get booked? You know what I mean? So I kind of like shit. Now I'm up here and it's exciting. Did FEW a few months ago and that was great. So it just means a lot. You want to be a part of something that you feel like you should be, and it feels great. And little kids like of color that look up to us and watch us, and it's great. I didn't have that many black female wrestlers. Lita was my favorite. Then there was Jacqueline, and that was going on for you know what I mean? So it's just great to have many a majority amount like of us around now, and you get to enjoy it.
Now we get to be the representation.
Exactly. And I'm seeing that more and more in the wrestling business when it comes to like giving people of different I can't pronounce the word ethnicities. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Of different cultures, races.
Sound like me. I don't know words.
I'm horrible with saying certain words, but yeah, like you're seeing that a lot. There was another promotion that did something like that back in February. I forgot what.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about. FEW. I got to be a part of that one, so that was my first actual all black show, and it was nice. Like I really would like to be on for the culture and like do all the other stuff.
Definitely for the culture.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like it's starting to translate into the mainstream wrestling because we are seeing that in WWE too. Like, they do have a lot of, wrestlers of color, women of color, in the business, even doing, big things like, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. They got some girls that I've had on the show in NXT now, like Cameron Brene, AQA, which she's now Zyda something, but yeah, you're starting to see it more in mainstream as well. AEW, Red Velvet, and Jade.
Love you, Fred. Wow.
But yeah, we're seeing it a lot in the wrestling business, and I really like that. I think it should be, I think everyone should get an equal opportunity. No one should be held back based off of, race or size or anything like that. I like how the wrestling business is starting to get more diverse, and I think that's great. And when I had heard about the Black Wrestlers Matter event, I reached out to him. I really want to help sponsor, and now I'm going to be a part of that. So I think that's really cool as well to support good cause.
Thanks for sponsoring me too, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they got me down as a sponsor for you, and then a sponsor for one of the women's match with Jocelyn Navarra. I know she's a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really excited because I kind of like blindly sponsored that match. When I reached out to them, they're like, "Hey, we don't know who's going to be in that match, but if you want to sponsor a women's match, you could do it." I was like, I trust y'all. And then when I saw that she was in the match, I was like, oh, awesome. Because, it feels
Yeah.
good to like sponsor a match with a wrestler who you're
You did
familiar with.
GCW as well, right? You did
What was that?
GCW as well.
Yes, yeah, I sponsored your match with
Yeah,
T Games. Yeah, I because me and Jeremy we DM and talk regularly, and when I saw that you were being booked, because he actually like usually he'll message me and tell me all the women matches that are going to be on the event, and he had your name. I was like, typically I just go down as a sponsor, but I was like, do you like have people sponsor matches? He's like, sometimes. I was like, well, I want to sponsor the match to Maseratis. And then, he took care of that for me. So I thought that was cool.
Thank you.
I really like that promotion. Robin Reed has been a lot of great things. And it seems like they're like low key, like catering to me because a lot of the women that they have on that show, I'm big fans of. So it's like they're trying to like keep me happy. It feels like, even though I'm not requesting any wrestlers or anything like that, it just seems like they have the same taste as me. So I think that's cool.
Shoot, that's what we try to do. Try to make you guys happy. That's what it's about.
Awesome. Now they need to get Strella on that show too, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah. Said some words. Get her in there. So yeah.
Exactly.
We're working on it.
Working on it, exactly. So now I want to get to the question that I brought up earlier about, I don't know if it relates to both of you or not. I know it relates to you, Strella, because you had made a comment on one of my tweets. So I know you're a Game of Thrones fan. What about you, Maserati? Oh, you're one of them. You're one of them.
Keep trying to get her to watch it. She's like, maybe. I'm like, you are missing out on the greatest thing to ever come to television.
Okay, she tells me this, but she won't watch Walking Dead. Like,
Can't get into it.
I
said I'll try it one more time, but I just can't get into it.
I stopped watching after like season 4. I was really liking it, but it just got to a point where I just fell behind and I gave up. And then when it keeps going, there's like what, 20 seasons. I was like, I don't want to really.
20 seasons. Are you talking about Walking Dead?
Yeah, Walking Dead. Yeah, no, Game of Thrones. I've seen every single.
Game of Thrones is like what, 7 seasons?
You get emotionally invested with them, first of all, and then you just like, wow, and you just hope that they make it.
Unfortunately, you get emotionally invested into the characters of Game of Thrones, but it doesn't always turn out the way that you want.
And most of them, spoiler alert, most of them did survive until the end, so they didn't get killed off halfway through or anything like that. But yeah, the season 8. I liked up until after the episode with the White Walker battle and all that, because I actually liked that.
It like killed it.
After that, they just rushed everything, and it just kind of like...
Then they changed my queen from the baby face to the heel. I was just like, why?
She had you.
I like that though. I was happy to see her destroy that city, and I was just mad that they killed her off at the end. That really broke my heart because I wanted her to survive.
At the hands of Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we're sorry. We're sorry that you're not hip to the most amazing show in television history.
I only watch good stuff.
Anyway.
But yeah, so now we can let me see, because I wanted to talk to you, Maz, about, I know you've been doing some work with Ring of Honor lately. I know I have to say, you had a match against Angelina Love. Was that like in front of a crowd or no?
No, it was just filmed with no crowd, obviously.
Okay.
I know soon, probably by the tournament in July, maybe we might be having live crowds.
Okay.
I think they are having a live crowd soon. I think they announced it yet. I don't know yet on the website from what I saw, but they will be having one soon.
I know Ring of Honor is like,
Vegas.
It's really close to where I live. I know sometimes they have events in Maryland, which is where I'm from, but then I think it's like in either Delaware or Pennsylvania, but it's close enough, and I've been wanting to go to one of their events. I don't know if she was there, but my one friend who wrestles here in Maryland, she either was supposed to be at one of the Ring of Honor tapings, or she is going to. I don't know if she was at the one that you were at. Gia Scott. Was she there?
Oh no, she was not. Actually, I have not seen her since I met her actually at a Ring of Honor tryout back in 2019 summer. So that's we've kept in contact, like we've kept following on social media. So like I would like to see her again. She's great.
Yeah, she's been she had you told me before that she really wanted to do one of their televised matches because she's done like the training and all that kind of stuff, but it was like a really big goal on her list to do. And I know she had said something about doing something with them recently, so I didn't know if she was at that same like taping that you were at or not.
No, I'm actually surprised she hasn't been on yet, to be honest. But at least she's been doing her training, and obviously when she gets out there, she'll be ready as pie. So I don't know what that meant, but you know, ready as pie.
Ready
I
as
don't know.
pie.
That's
Well,
what
I've never heard anybody ever say that.
Yeah, she said words in like the DM that I could not understand.
It's like ready as pie. You know?
Pie.
So backspace, delete that. Okay, so we're gonna.
Oh my
Now
god.
we can continue. Now I wanted to ask you a question, Strella. So I know the last time I had you on the show, you had told me that you were going through like a character change. So just kind of briefly explain like your character prior and kind of how it's evolved to what it is now.
Well, prior
She's more
it
annoying
was
now.
like I was trying to be like this queen entity, but I wasn't really feeling it. And then like everybody was doing it. So then I was like, well, I'm gonna be a reality TV star. And then like, I don't know, I just kind of like morphed into myself, like a bougie bitch, you know?
She was always bougie. I mean,
Yeah, and I just kind of like incorporated into like who I am like in wrestling. And to be honest, it's been going like a lot better than what I was trying to do before. And like now I'm like incorporate like bringing in like wine glasses to throw drinks in people's face. So it's just like constantly like changing. Like I'm
That's
constantly adding another layer.
I saw that little like promo video you posted on social media. You were like you had like the robe on and you kind of had
Yeah,
that like that yeah, I was like, okay, that's what she's doing now. So I was like,
yeah.
okay. Now my the final question that I had for you all. So and I know this is the one that I brought up in the DMs just so you can be more prepared. So if you both were to go toe to toe with another team, it could be any promotion and they don't even have to technically be a team. It could be any two wrestlers thrown together. Like what two wrestlers would you all want to go toe to toe with in the ring?
Well, we want Natasha Steele and Kiera Hogan.
Okay. That would be fun. I think that would work really well.
Yeah. I like their sass. Like I like their whole little dynamic that they have going with like Impact. Definitely them.
yeah, good chemistry, all of that. I feel like you definitely hit it off in the ring.
Yeah.
There was another one, actually Twisted Sisters. You know,
Oh, from
Dr. Rosa and Holiday, like they've been like fire ever since, like forever. And yeah, that was kind of my thing back in the day. I just now think of it too. I'm just like, dang, that's been one of them like ones for years that I've always wanted to.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw them live at an event in Tennessee like a month or two ago, and they have so much chemistry together, and their match was so fun. Like they took the fight literally like outside the ring, and Thunder Rosa threw the one girl in the chair like right next to me and my wife. It was so close and it was so intense, but they have so much fun together. It was just a really fun match. And going back to Kira and Tasha, like I'm a big fan of both of them. They actually got me back into watching Impact because I had stopped watching for a few years. But it's just like just seeing all the clips and everything that they were doing in Impact, it was kind of hard to ignore and not want to watch. So
Yeah.
they're just so much fun. And I've always said they're definitely one of the best tag teams in the business, like no doubt.
Yeah.
The way they come out of the ring, they came out, they did Mania and
Oh yeah, they did For the Culture.
Yeah, and I just love watching them come out the ring. Come out the ring, just like, and I'm like, there it is, get that.
Yeah, I like when like wrestlers like have some kind of like rhythm to their like entrance when they come out. Like it just kind of like makes the fans more hyped for the match. Kind of, like when you think of like some of the greatest wrestlers of all time, their entrance is what really kicks the match off. Like when Stone Cold comes out and the glass breaks, who doesn't get hyped and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
Kira and Tasha, they have their little dances and all.
It'd be dumb to think that entrances don't mean anything. Entrances from top to bottom, your appearance, everything means something. It means a lot. So you better come out that ring or come out that stage like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, come out that ring. You heard her.
Exactly. I mean,
It's what I do with all day.
Come out that ring and
I'm done with you. Like,
mm.
can we
Yeah.
cut her out?
you are wild, but yeah, like that
No,
being
she's
a wrestler.
meaner in real. She's meaner behind all this.
Don't even listen to her. She's the one. She's the one.
I don't know. I don't know who to believe, honestly.
Mean all day, all day,
All day.
all day, every day.
I was about to say, like, Charlotte, you better not be letting her be the one bully you because you're bigger than her. You're taller than her. You're like 6 foot, right?
Yeah, just
Hey,
poop her on the head.
I may be small, but I'm feisty and I'm tough.
Just
Got
put her
muscle.
just put her hand on her head while she's like swinging.
I love when I see people do that. But
No,
yeah,
it's something
so
against me.
I have to say, like, this was definitely really fun, and I have to thank you both for being able to make the time to come to O Face Wrestling together. Like I said, this was definitely one of the dream episodes for me, and I'm really happy to have you both a part of the 2-year anniversary episode.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm happy we made you relevant. Thank you.
Ooh.
See, she's something else.
that is fine. I like that. And Strella, I'm hoping to get your shirt soon. I know you
I
said you
got
mailed it
it.
out on Friday. Is that correct?
Huh?
You said you mailed it out on Friday.
I didn't mail it out. I picked them up.
Oh, you picked them
Yeah,
up.
so I'll
Okay.
be mailing them out tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but I should have it back. I'm going to the beach in a few days, so by the time I come back, it should be
Yeah,
there.
that'll
So I'm
probably
really
be-
excited.
I
I'll make
can
sure.
feel the weather
for you.
jealous when I hit that beach.
But did you want to let the listeners know are they still available to order?
Yes, they're
Okay.
available to order on my Brainbusters website, and that's linked on my Twitter. It's like a pinned tweet on my Twitter.
Okay. And I'll make sure I put all the links for that. And so, yeah, do you both want to share your social media and any other merch info to all the listeners?
Yes, y'all can follow me at I am the Strella on Instagram and Twitter, and go to my Brainbuster Tees website and spend some money. I got wine to buy.
I got hair to buy, so. Yes, follow me on Mazzerati3 on Twitter, also on Instagram, and Mazzerati Lazarus on Facebook. They make you have a last name. Lazarus is my last name, so it's a star name, Mazzerati Lazarus. And for shirts, I'm gonna be trying to have them out by the anniversary show. So let's fingers crossed. I just got the logos and designs today. I'm hoping that they will be ready for June 18th and 19th for the anniversary show for FSW and for the Juneteenth show for Black Wrestlers Matter.
Sweet. I'll make sure I keep an eye out on that, and I will also make sure that all the links that you just provided will be in the description below. And make sure that you all follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at O Face Wrestling. Thank you all for tuning in today, and thank you both for joining us today on O Face Wrestling for a 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.